Hey guys, this is it. I am shaved. So you know what that means. It's go time. Big race. Sectionals tomorrow. I'll give you one guess where sectionals is being held. So tonight I got in, finished shaving, and ate my dinner that I brought from home, which was salmon, rice, brown rice, not white rice. Whew, devil's food. Avocado, and then some Icelandic yogurt for dessert with some superhero muffins. Google that, really good. And what I've been doing with my last little bit of time before bed is going through my journal, which is actually an Excel spreadsheet. And I do this to look at the stuff I've been doing lately and remind myself how well I've been doing and remind myself that I am ready for this. And as you can see, in these days leading up to the meet here, lots of green columns. Green is good, but that's because I've been tapering. And so those green columns highlight things that I've done really well that I've never done before. So good things are coming. I hope tomorrow's the 200 breast. Fingers crossed, here we go. All right, apologies ahead of time for the video quality. It gets better in the next 3 videos, I promise. Here I am in lane 5. The dive was okay. My knees kind of flopped there just a little bit, but didn't cost me much, didn't hold me back when I went in. 3 strokes out. Pullouts were really good, as they always are in this race. 4 strokes back on this first 50 for a time of 26.2, but I really wanted to be out almost a half a second faster, like 25.8. And the theme of this whole race was just kind of tight. I guess chalk it up to it being the first race of the meet and kind of getting into the flow of things. But it set me up really. It was a good first race. The second 50 here, 4 strokes down and back, keeping it pretty long. The distance per stroke is really good. I was happy for the most part with my technique on this. That second 50 right there was 29.4. And I was doing a pretty good job of getting the head forward on my strokes. I think my shoot could have been, with my arms, could have been a little bit better here. That was 4 strokes right there. And I start to pick it up here to hang with that guy because I knew that he would be at least 156 on this 200. And so I went 5 strokes on that, and the split was 30.2. And one of my big bucket goals is, before I retire, is to get that third 50 under 30 seconds. And then I picked it up here 5 strokes down, and then this will be 6 strokes to finish the race. And I just kind of had a little bit of trouble hanging on. The last 50 here is going to be a 31.4. 157.31, 0.2 off of my best time that I did back in December with a pulled calf. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little surprised. I thought I had 156 in the bag, but that's okay. I got finals tonight, and I've got some hell of a competition going on. There are 3 of us with 157. The top guy, 156. The 5th guy, 158.0, and he was entered in this meet with a 156. He had to swim the 100 free, which he's not swimming tonight, right before the 200 breast, so you know he's going to be good tonight. Whew, this is going to be a dogfight. So don't turn it off yet. We are just getting started. I hope tonight that I can maybe up my tempo on the second 100 without tightening up. I think I'm going to add a couple more strokes on the back end, like finish the last 3 lengths with 5, 6, 7 strokes instead of 5, 5, 6. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this is going to be a heck of a race. This whole field was under 2 minutes in prelims, and I'm right next to the guy I was next to in prelims, the blue cap, and my goal going into this was stay with him for as long as I could and don't let these other guys catch me. And so right off the bat, I struggled a little bit with the dive. The legs got more bendy and I noticed it, but I don't think it held me back very much. A few hundredths, maybe a tenth, hopefully not more than that. This first 25 was 3 strokes, and the goal on this was to be the exact same in the first 100, stroke count-wise, but to do it faster. And so out in the 3, this is going to be back in 4, and I'm going to hit 25.8 right here. So 4/10 faster than this morning. Everything is looking good so far. Now on this third 25, same 4-stroke count, and I'm really happy with my technique. I'm doing a good job of driving forward, getting that head forward and down, pulling my body with it. This is going to be 4 strokes again, and the split here is going to be 29.4, so the exact same as this morning. But that first 100 is going to be 55.2, 3/10 faster than this morning. Everything is still looking pretty good. And so I'm doing 4 strokes again because I can see that guy right next to me, and I'm trying to conserve my energy. I know he's going to take off, but I know at this point I have to pick it up a little bit. And so I'm going back to 5 strokes for this 25 to stay with him for as long as I can. But I can't see these other guys who are coming up on me. I just know that he's pulling away. And so really good pull out there, and I'm picking it up to 6 strokes on this, but the piano was starting to drop. And so on this turn, I'm thinking, okay, one last huge pull down, everything I've got. And it was pretty solid. And then it was just fighting to get to the wall. And you can see this guy is just running me down. 8 strokes here to finish, and
156.61.
156.61. Oh, feels so good breaking through that 157. But man, those last 10 yards hurt. So worth it. I think those extra strokes that I tacked on paid off. I'm so happy with that race. Happy, but never satisfied, right? I know I have more in me. That last 50, 31.2. And just the way those kids ran me down. So I still have work to do, which means I can still get faster, which is crazy. This is so awesome. If you're out there watching this and it's never too late to get back into it and get after those goals. I've got the 100 today. Very excited for this. I have struggled as of late with the 100. It's been a little over a year since I hit a best time in this event. And I know I'm capable of dropping time. 53.81 is my best. I know I'm capable of half a second faster than that. I just haven't done it yet. So today is the day. The goal is get out fast, like too fast, because I've been too cautious the last many times I've swum this. I think I'm better able to hold on these days than I ever have been. So going after it strong today. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Okay, I was the 3rd seed going into this 100, and in a meet like this, they circle seed the top 24 swimmers into the first 3 heats. What that means is the top guy gets lane 4 in heat 1, the 2nd seed gets lane 4 in heat 2, and then the 3rd seed, me, gets lane 4 in heat 3. And then they keep going through like that. So the 4th seed gets lane 5 in heat 1, and so on. And so on this 100, my goal, because I knew I was probably going to be ahead of all these guys, but I wanted to be out so fast and try to hold on. In the past, my strategy has been to build each 25, and it has kept me from having the tempo that I need to have to go the times that I want to go. It's been over a year since I've had a best time in this event. And so on this, I was determined to go out almost recklessly fast. So let's hit play. And again, not great on the entry, but the pull down is going to be awesome. And I'm going right into my first stroke at the end of my pull out, which is the way it's supposed to be. End of the pull out is right into the first stroke in 100. 5 strokes out. Very strong technique. Pull down, finish the pull out again, right into the strokes. and I was really aggressive. I hit 7 strokes, which was the goal on this, and we're going to freeze it right here. Boom. That first 50, 24.7, which is exactly the same as the first 50 I did when I did my last best time of 53.8. But when I did 53.8, I didn't do a great job of holding on. And so on this, I really wanted to maintain tempo. But what you're going to see is that on this pullout, I held on to the end of it for too long, and I didn't get right into my first stroke the way I needed to, and it's going to cost me on my tempo and just enough on my time to make a significant difference. Let's see. Great pull down, and then just a little too long on the end there. And so this is going to turn into 6 strokes with a long turn. If I had been quicker on my pullout into the first stroke, that would have been 7 strokes and a fast turn. And then I'm bringing it home really strong. I did not die on this race at all. 7 very good strokes into the wall. $53.13. I mean, are you kidding me right now? I keep watching that video thinking it just can't be real. It didn't even feel that fast. I fully expected like 53.6 at best. And I was prepared for like another 53.9. And oh my gosh, the best part of that, I didn't die. I always die in 100. And I was out 24/7, exact same as when I went my previous best time, 53.81. But I was back in 28.4. I have been working so hard to get to that point, and it feels so fucking good. Like, for the longest time, I thought that just genetically, I could not finish a race. And because of my arms, like my arms always locked up, my biceps just freaking shut down. And I have done so much work to basically like rewrite my DNA and be able to do that. Whew. God, I mean, that makes 52 seem possible. I didn't even think 52 was possible. Oh, anyway, I've got finals coming up. I don't know. Like I said in the video, there's a couple things I can fix, and that might get me that 52, but whew, let's go. Okay, this was a loaded field. The guy above me in the blue cap, same guy from prelims, beat me in the 200 breast. He went 52 in the morning in heat 1. And then the guy below me is a 27-year-old pro who I raced at the KMSC Pro-Am back in December, who went a 51.6 there, but he was not shaved and tapered for this. And then there are a couple other guys who are going to go 53, so it's a very strong field. But my goal was to swim the exact same race, but stay with that guy in the blue cap, because I knew he was going 52 again. And if I could just hang with him, then I would be 52 also. And so here we go. The dive, much better. Best of the 4 races, maybe not saying much, but solid. Good pullouts again. I'm going to be 5 strokes on this first 25. Everything is feeling the same, but I'm definitely in a hurry. And on this second 25, 7 strokes again, like prelims, and I'm just eyeing that guy above me. 24/7, just a couple hundred slower than this morning, so basically the same time. And I knew that pullout, that third pullout, needed to be quicker. Again, really in a hurry to stay with that guy. I could see him right there. I was so happy at this point that I was right there, but I could feel him slipping away. And so I just tried even harder. Even though I was 7 strokes here, I wasn't grabbing as much water. 53.36. I know I should be happy with that. And if it was the prelim swim, I would have been thrilled. But I got a taste of 52 in prelims when I didn't even feel that great going into the race. And if I had just done that one thing differently on the third 25 of that race, I'd have been 52. And so I can't help but be a little disappointed. You know, and the thing is about finals, I felt the best I felt the whole meet going into that race. And the problem was when I dove in, I got so caught up in, you know, racing the guys next to me, especially the guy who won in that lane above me. He was 52.6. And I knew that if I just stuck with him, I could go 52. And it turned into spinning. So, you know, when your body is either ready to go a time or it's not. And to try and force it and just make your body parts move faster, it's pretty much always going to make you slower. So anyway, you know, now that everything's said and done, I'm happy with it. It was a great meet. Happy, but never satisfied. And what made the meet so great, as always, with every meet, I'm just so touched by all the support that I get from coaches, swimmers, parents, who come up to me and tell me that they think what I'm doing is so great and inspiring. It's really humbling. The request for autographs and pictures. I mean, it's overwhelming. It's so great. But the best story from that it was a dad who came up to me. And he said that he was so inspired by watching my race that he bought a day pass to the rec center to work out for the first time since the pandemic. I mean, how cool is that? And, you know, I get those kinds of stories and it's just, it really helps keep me going. Because I'll be honest, complacency, it sets in from time to time. And I start questioning like, why am I still doing this? And it really helps to have that external support to keep me going. So thank you to everyone who comes up to me, to everyone who comments on these vlogs, and it really means everything to me. So I will see you guys next time. I'm not sure if it'll be next week though. I know, bummer. Just bear with me. I'm going on spring break next week. So I am back hitting the grind this week right after the meet, so that I don't take too much time off, because next week on spring break, there's definitely going to be a few days off, which is good. But I don't know if I'll get you a vlog. I'm sorry. But I will do my best. Until then, good luck with your training. Swim different.